subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
Okay, we got. Is this Hold on. Is this Chief Dusty Wolf? Okay, this is Chief Dusty Wolf, the Oklahoma Chickasaw.
Hey, what up, Tariq?
Hey, Chief, how are you?
All right, so here's the thing, right?
Okay.
Next year, Boley, Oklahoma, we having the rodeo,
Okay.
right? All right, so right, if you're on a lineage, you talking about you from Alabama, right? Guess what? Every year for the last 100 and something years, right? All our people from the southeast, all across this country, the West Coast, right, up north, right? Yeah, all people. Guess what they do?
What they do?
They attend the Boley, Oklahoma rodeo,
Okay.
right? This is what people do, right? Ride horses, right? Been doing it, right? So we got some of the, you know what I mean, oldest black towns, which Boley is one of those,
I know this. I'm
right?
very familiar.
Okay,
Very
well,
familiar.
I mean, but nigga, if I'm telling you who I am and you saying, like, bruh, like, come on, man, listen, all right, nigga, I'm saying. So pull up, right? Bring your limmies at the door, right? Paperwork to the door, nigga, at the stadium. Bring your paperwork.
Okay, what paperwork?
When you pull up, because guess what? Yeah, niggas is checking who was what. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what
Huh?
paperwork? Why do I need paperwork? You're just saying stuff. So bring the
I'm just
paperwork.
saying stuff. I mean, no, you saying, nigga, one time you was from Alabama, right? That's what you said.
So what paperwork? What paperwork are you talking about? And
See, your lineal paperwork.
what are we trying to
Who your
prove?
great grandmother, who your great grandfather is 6 times, nigga, at least.
Oh yeah, I can go to the 1700s.
Okay, all
At
right.
least.
So at least get there, right? If you can get there, then guess what? Right? Yeah, pull up at Boley. You know what I mean? Rodeo next year, Memorial Day weekend, right? We have it every year, right? The whole weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Every year for the
And do you
last 100 some years, right?
hold on, slow down. Do you have your paperwork? You got your paperwork?
Yeah, I got my paperwork. I'm in Oklahoma. This my people.
Okay. What paperwork do you have, sir?
Shit. What paperwork I got?
Yeah, you're the one brought up paperwork. What paperwork do you
Six
have?
great, yeah. 6 great grandmothers, 6 great grandfathers. They come out of the southeast into Oklahoma. I got them all the way into the 15th.
Okay. So what are we proving here? So, because I believe.
No, nigga, hold on. You
Yeah.
had a lot of little energy about your little post. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we say who we is, right? You like you know what I mean? Like, oh, you don't get it type shit. Like, nigga, but you talking about you was claiming years ago, oh, you from Alabama.
So are you saying my
That's
family?
what you was saying, my nigga.
So you saying my family is not from Alabama? What are you saying, sir?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying what you was saying, nigga. So guess what?
Okay.
If that's the truth, nigga, then guess what? Yeah, pull up, right? Your whole team, pull up.
Okay.
Out here at Boley, Oklahoma, next Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
Spend some money.
Pull up and then show paperwork.
Yeah.
That's going
Spend some money, nigga.
to
Yeah. Spend some money, nigga.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you?
Come on here, spend some money, do business, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saying that, nigga. I mean, like I say, well, I understand how you been cosplaying and all this old shit, nigga, behind this whole some money, nigga. No, this shit bigger than money, nigga.
Oh Lord, what are you saying?
Yeah, this shit. Oh yeah, if you don't, nigga, put it together yourself. Nigga, you from Alabama, nigga. You put it together, then, nigga.
I can't. I don't speak
What
drunken.
you talking about?
I don't speak drunken.
Nigga, I'm not trying to hear that shit, nigga. It's y'all pond tea, nigga. I dig this shit out the backyard, nigga, and sip my drink, nigga, and that's what I do, nigga.
Yeah, I
Fuck
don't.
you talking about, nigga?
Drunk nigga babble. I just don't understand.
Man, I wouldn't give a goddamn what you talking about, nigga. I said what the I said, nigga.
Yeah.
Pull up at next year, nigga, Memorial Day weekend, nigga. You pull the up, bring your whole team with you, nigga.
So I
Make
got
sure they got their paperwork at the door, nigga.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go out to Boley, Oklahoma. What's the population? Like 2,000 people? And show paperwork to a drunk, bummy nobody. Is that what you're saying? I'm supposed to.
Nigga, you ain't got to.
A drunk, bummy, nobody nigga who wears black Air Force Ones. And that's going to prove what?
Nigga, that's what I'm saying, nigga. You talk this shit, right?
Fuck it, because
Nigga, what I'm saying is,
you're a
with our
drunk,
tradition.
you're a drunk, bummy, nobody. Okay. And I just bring you on for shits and giggles just to show how drunk nigga babble is so detrimental to a lot of progressive talk. And this further proves why we need a think tank. And I've been talking about getting a think tank together. I'm just bringing you on as a case study, showing why it's important for us that we can do these open spaces, but we got to have think tanks where we are cultivating and curating certain people to be a part of the discourse so that we don't get Chief Dusty Wolf like this musty, dusty, drunk, toothless bastard popping in and people like him. Because unfortunately, when we try to have conversations, we always get the town drunk who wants to get up and get some damn attention. So this is just a case study, and I'm not going to bore people with Chief Dusty Wolf and his rhetoric. Any last words, Chief Dusty Wolf? Go ahead.
Bro, like I say, man, you can say all that goofy shit, nigga. We already on to you, right?
Yeah,
All right, so
we're
guess
on
what?
to you. You just a drunk, dusty, attention-seeking Sambo, sir. Nothing more, nothing less. You're not important. Nobody's going to show you paperwork. You're a nobody, sir. Y'all have these wannabe delusions of grandeur. Nobody gives a damn about proving anything to some drunk, dusty bum. All right. And that's how you handle drunk, dusty bums. You don't really entertain them like that. These delusions of grandeur, these people try to pretend that they're more important. Listen, you talking to me, that's the highlight of your life, drunk, dusty nigga. This coming on this platform, this is the most attention you've ever gotten in your whole life. I want you to be very clear. This platform, this is it for him. He's never going to do any better. I'm this nigga's savior. I've given him a platform where he can never get on his own. He will never talk to these many people. So he has to hop on with drunk Sambo babble. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem with a lot of these attention deprived Sambos out here, especially some of these older middle aged Negroes who ain't never got no attention. They kind of get on these platforms spewing gibberish just so they can be acknowledged, so they can feel like they're living because these niggas are dead in real life. Don't nobody acknowledge them. The family, women don't acknowledge them. If they got kids, the kids don't rock with them. The baby mamas can't stand them. It's a real interesting dynamic out here. Oh, goodness. Okay. Niggas are drinking early, getting into the weekend. Yeah, I forgot. It's a holiday season. So people are getting their holiday drinking on early. There's a lot of Christmas parties at work. So a lot of people are getting early drunk buzzes. So it's that kind of energy. But we here. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me get some of the people in here. Let's get Brother Solon in the building. Then we're gonna get Ty Powell in the building. Where's this lovely lady? We're gonna get Miss Luna in the building. We get Luna. Um, Let me see who else. All right. We'll get them for right now. Let's get Solon. What's up, brother Solon? Brother Solon, hop in, sir. I can't hear you, brother. Go ahead. Oh, I cannot hear Solon. Let's get Ty. Ty Powell, let me get you in, brother.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if Chief Niggatal was going to show some paperwork to a bunch of $5 Dolls Roll Indians who ain't going to look at his paperwork not even once.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're not even going to look at his paperwork twice.
Yeah,
So, yeah, he can be out in Oklahoma saying all that bullshit, but yeah, he's just a nigga to them.
exactly.
They reclassified us as Negro over 200 years ago.
Hmm.
So my great great grandmother was of Native American descent, but she married a FBA in Florida. So that killed. She was one of the Seminoles
Oh yeah, yeah.
out of St. Augustine,
Hmm.
and well, she was from St. Augustine. My great great grandfather was from Rosewood, and my great grandmother was from Rosewood, and she told me this herself in New Jersey.
Mm, mm.
This was back in. She died in '94. She was born in 1914, and she used to be my babysitter. My great grandmother and my grandma and grandpa and my mom and dad. We all lived in the same town, but we all from the South. We all lived in Jersey and Philly, but we all from the South. You know, they're from the South.
Mm, mm.
And she told me about Rosewood in the '80s before that movie came out in '97 with John Singleton called Rosewood. She told me about that in the '80s as a kid.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah, I was born in '77, so she told me about that shit. She died when I was what, 17? So yeah, she told me about Rosewood way before that movie came out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's that-
I'll land my plane.
Thank you, brother. But yeah, out there in Oklahoma, Chief Dusty Wolf, you calling up whining to us, dude. Go whine at some of them red natives out there who won't let some of the black Seminoles get some of those funds. Yeah, if you're gonna do something and talk all of that, you know, you're from this native tribe, this and native tribe that. Go holler at them. You out there. Yeah, Bowley and those. I know about Bowley. I know about Wowoka and places like that. That John Horse founded some of those spots. And those red Seminoles start playing games and wouldn't give some of the money and resources to the black Seminole descendants. Yeah, go holler at them. Let's get Luna. Luna in the building. What's up, dear?
Hi Tariq, how you feeling
I'm
today?
good, beloved. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So I just wanted to say three things. The first thing I wanted to say was I was with my grandparents recently, and I had them watch your Hidden Colors documentary. And I think it's important for the older generation, even though they are older. I think it's important to educate them too, because my granny, she was very shocked with like a lot of the things that was on your documentary, and it kind of like opened her eyes to a lot of things that she didn't even recognize or even believe. It kind of like opened her mind up, and she's like very old school, very traditional, so just like talking to her just about like like the Moors and different things like that. Like I was surprised that she didn't even know about those type of things. She was born in like the 50s, so they really wasn't teaching that sort of thing for real. There's kind of like
Mm.
independent knowledge, I feel like, that you have to go and like seek. So I just wanted to say that I really do appreciate your work, in that I feel like it's multi-generational, the young folks and the old folks. So I just wanted to say that first. The second thing I wanted to say, on the topic of Elon Musk, I seen like a post where he said something like, pretty much like the government should be shut down pretty much until like Trump is in office. And it kind of got me to thinking, because I feel like presidents are really just like figureheads. There are always someone behind the scenes, whether it's like, big donators or like investors that I feel like are really pulling the strings. And I kind of feel like Elon Musk is probably going to be one of those people that are behind the scenes once Trump gets in office. Um, as far as like implementing like different policies and different things like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think so too. A lot of these billionaires, they kind of run things behind the scenes, pop up, and it's these guys behind the scenes really running things like not Elon Musk, but Bill Gates was out here talking about things people need to get in certain policies. And he's not an elected official, but this guy was extremely influential as far as certain things. And I got to be careful about talking about Bill Gates because, hell, you say too much about him, your pages start getting dinged on social media. That shows the influence he has. On some of my old Twitter videos where I talk about Bill Gates, some of the stuff that he was doing and some of the things that he was helping to implement, They're going back from a couple of years ago, I guess using some form of AI to scrub videos and listen to narratives. And if you say something about certain medical procedures, your video gets taken down. They're taking down some of my old videos where we talked about certain things, and y'all know what I'm talking about. That's how heavy it is. Yeah. So, um, one of the Rothschilds, I think it was one of the Rothschilds, they said, "Hey, man, you give me control of the money. I care not who makes the laws," meaning I don't give a damn who's in office. If I'm running the bank, if I'm running the money, yeah, I'll control the politicians. Just give me control of the money. You know, real heavy stuff. Shout out to everybody in here. We're in here deep, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get let me see. Y'all raise your hands. Let's get folks in here. Let's get Rico Lee. Let's get some new faces in here. Rico Lee. Rico Lee. Hop in, Rico. Yeah,
Yo,
that's Stun.
yeah, so Mar, what's up with you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hey Trigger, how you
Good.
doing, brother?
Hold on, Rico. I'll get you next. Son, what's happening with you, son?
I just got a little something on the topic. Like you just hit the nail on the head. He's the richest person in the world, so I mean, he's always gonna have some type of influence. Because when you started something at the start of the space, talking about how you thought it was Democrat propaganda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's more so influence because of his wealth. It's not. See, the Democrats they try to do this tactic, and it's almost like messy politics as of right now. So it's divide and conquer. They're never gonna let that much. They're never gonna let that much immigrant have that much of a say in anything.
Mhm.
For real, for real. They really can't do. I mean, but Elon he has an agenda, just like the Democrat and the Republican. But like I said, you hit the nail on the head with that. They're just blaming shift to anybody they can at this point. I don't know what's about to go down because it's really going to come down to if Trump ends up in office at the right time because they're going to be able to.
What happened, brother? Oh, I don't know what happened, son. You dipped out. I don't know what happened. But Rico, let's get Rico. What happened to Rico? Okay, I don't know what happened. Cats are dipping in and out. I was gonna have you pop up, Rico. I don't know what happened. All right. I do not know what happened. Y'all guys dipped up out of here real quick, son. Something happened. I don't know what happened. All right, but we're gonna get some other people in here. Let's get some more folks in here. Let's get Morose. Let's get Morose in the building. Mr. Morose in the building.
Hey, how's it doing, Tariq? It's so long. I got accidentally removed from the space, so I had to go in my second account.
Oh, cool. What's up, brother?
My question is, why do the Democrats frequently overlook or attempt to delegitimize contributions of foundational Black Americans, and how can we ensure our voices and impact remain very central in the national discourse that's going on right now?
Phenomenal question. Let me tell you why. That's a great question. Why do they go out of their way to ignore foundational Black Americans? That started with the benign neglect policy from the late 60s, early 70s. They realized in the 60s, when we were fighting for civil rights, they started making promises. They were saying, what we're going to do for the Negroes, we're going to do this for Black folks. And what happened was they didn't do it. So we started turning up. They did the Kerner Commission. They did a whole big book, a big study and a report on that Kerner Commission thing, the Kerner Report. I think that's the name of it. They were trying to figure out why so many riots were happening. I want y'all to understand in the 1960s, foundational Black Americans were turning all the way the hell up in this country. For real, for real. So they had to figure out what was going on. Why are these people turning up like this? So they did a report and they said, okay, well, the problem is racism. And like, yeah. We know that we've been racist, but why now? Why are they turning up now? We've been racist for the last 200 years. Why are they turning up now? And they said, okay, this is what they figured out. They said, okay, y'all making promises. And when you make promises to Black folks and you don't deliver, there's a backlash. We start turning up. So they said, okay, what we need to do Let's just stop making promises to them. And that has kind of worked. That's kind of worked for the last, 50 years. So they said, look, if we don't promise them anything, they can't get mad. They can't start rioting and tearing things up if we don't make promises. So what we need to do is have a benign neglect policy. Let's talk around Black people, but let's never talk directly to what we're going to do for them. So that was a strategy that was implemented in the late 60s, early 70s. I want to say it was a guy named Moynihan who was the one who suggested the benign neglect policy. So now, benign neglect means okay, if we talk about Black folks, we have to make it inclusive with all other groups. So when they say we're going to put something together for minorities, and you put up a picture of a Black person, and then Black folks don't get nothing, and we come back to the table like, hey, man, you promised me something. They're like, yeah, we did something for minorities. Look at all those Mexicans. Yeah, we did do something. We delivered. And then we have to shut up because technically they're telling the truth. See, we've been going for the Jedi mind trick and then they flip it on us. They start talking about black and brown and diversity and all of that. And we've been falling for that nonsense. And they will actually do something for the brown. They will do a diversity, equity, and inclusion program. That don't mean Black. That was the trick bag, ladies and gentlemen, to sit here and create these policies that gives the illusion that it's going to be for Black people. But it was really for other people. And they were delivering for other people. And they would tell us, hey, we did do what we said we were going to do. We do have a diversity program. We do have a minority program. We do have a people of color program. So yeah, we delivered. What are you saying? Because the Democrats, they always brag about that type of stuff. When you say, hey man, y'all ain't done nothing for us. Oh, yes, we have. Yes, we have. We have a small minority business program. We gave a whole heap of money to it. We had a diversity, equity, inclusion. We have certainly did do something for the Black community. See, no, you didn't. This was for so-called people of color. So that's why when it comes to talking to us directly, they keep skirting around the issue. And this is why they lost, because we said, we're not playing the benign neglect game. You're going to have to mention us specifically and exclusively. And when I mean us, I'm talking about foundational Black Americans, not just Black, because then y'all can include all of these other groups too. We said not only are you going to mention Black people, you're going to be very specific about the Black people you're going to mention. You're going to have to do something for foundational Black Americans, AKA descendants of freedmen. You're going to have to do something specific. You're not going to dance around none of this stuff. And this has got these people on their heels. And this is why the Democrats lost. And now they're trying to regroup. So yeah, it's been up to us. We should have stopped that benign neglect stuff a long time ago. Our great brother, Dr. Claude Anderson, had been telling us for the longest, stop letting them use those trick words. He's been telling us this for decades. Hey man, all that minority and people of color, y'all got to stop doing that. He's been telling us this. He said, even stop using civil rights, because with other groups, it's like Hispanic rights, Asian rights, Arab rights, LGBT rights. But when it gets to Black people, it's civil rights. And he said, who the hell is civil? It gets real vague when it comes to us, which is true. He's been telling us this. When it comes to us, it gets very vague because we're scared to offend people if we speak up specifically for our own needs. Damn that. We got to get off that thing where we're afraid to offend people. We're afraid to be labeled xenophobic if we're just looking out for ourselves, because I've been hearing that at some of these little reparations hearings. Some of these secret Pan-Africans will hop up. Well, if we get talk about reparations and we talk about just reparations for foundational Black Americans and freedmen, we got to be careful not to be divisive, because we as all Black peoples and Africans and okay, come on, that's dead, man. All that, we got to include everybody, or we're xenophobic, or we're divisive if we ain't sitting here putting the cape on for everybody. No, we have to look out for our group first. We have to look out for our lineage first, just like everybody else. When people come over here, they're looking out for themselves. They're looking out for their ethnic group without any shame. And that's fine. That's fine. And when we do it, it should be fine. I don't want to hear all of that stuff where we're xenophobic when we're doing the same thing y'all been doing. Everybody looks out for their group. Nobody looks out for us. Let's be clear. Nobody includes us in nothing. What do they include us in? They don't include us in a damn thing. And I'm talking about all of these groups. They never include us. When they get a bag, boy, they make sure the door is shut with a padlock on it so we don't touch it. And this is for the African and Caribbeans too. They really double down. When they get a win, let's be real, they go out of their way to differentiate themselves from us. You got people who you didn't even know they were Caribbean or African until they get something popping. Until they get a win, then we start hearing about that ancestry that we didn't know about. Just like with Cheryl Lee Ralph. Now, I knew Cheryl Lee Ralph, and I like Cheryl Lee Ralph. I think she's a phenomenal and a beautiful actress. She's been around for a long time. But when she started winning all of these little Emmys and all of these awards recently, and she's been around since the 70s. Remember, she was on, I think she might have been on an episode of Good Times. I mean, Cheryl Lee Ralph has been around for a long time. But recently, they were talking about Caribbean American Cheryl Lee Ralph, Jamaican American Cheryl Lee Ralph. They weren't saying that. Cheryl Lee Ralph has been like, she was in like, what is that Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby movie? Let's Do It Again, Piece of the Action, one of the movies. But she's been around for a long time. They weren't saying all that before. But now that she's getting accolades as she's older, now this whole Caribbean thing is out there now. You did, and fine. That's what we're doing. Fine. All right. When we say, okay, shout out to the FBA family, don't come to us talking about we're divisive. It's okay to shout out your ethnic groups. It's okay for us to shout out ours. Right?
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing Black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.